Hell, oh, Splinter Neca here with another figure review. Today we have got a laying on your YouTube Neca Diablo 3 Diablo Lord of Terror. Boom, baby. I have been wanting this figure for quite some time, to be honest. When I decided to start collecting video game characters and I was looking around what is available, seems to be that I'm going to Neca a lot lately. And I saw this one and I thought, oh, see, Diablo kind of holds a place in my heart. From when I was a kid, me and my older brother, we used to play it quite a lot together. And it was good times growing up, you know, having one of those kind of like nice little connections with your brother. That was the first one. We never really played the second one, and I've played a bit of the third one, just a demo, because I'm waiting for me and my friend to actually find time to get that and play that one. So this is kind of a bit of a spoiler for me, I guess, but I don't know, the figure is just so cool. And after I watched Anthony's customs review on this girl, I'm not too sure if it's a girl or a guy, it looks more like a female. Just blown away at this, so it had to be done. So let's have a look at what we got. So you can see from the front of the box here, you've got Diablo, Lord of Terror, Diablo 3 markings in the back there. Ages 17 and up. Features over 25, is that 25? Sorry, I'm reading through the camera. Features over 25 points of articulation. Warning, choking hazards. Can't read that through the camera. Small parts not for children under the ages of 3, even though it says 17 up. Moving on. Nothing on the side, just an open window. It's a big box. Same at the top. Same at this side. At the bottom you've got some, there you go. Sculpt is by Alex Hine and Brian Fay. Paint is from Ian Wardell and Jeffrey Trapp. Prototype is Adam Smith. Packaging, Chris Move Shine, is that Longo? Interesting name. And product development is Randy Falk. Blizzard Productions, they're a great company. They've done some great games that I've played over the years. Player Select, I didn't know it's Player Select. Normally it says it like Player Select. If you scroll around to the back, you can see have some lovely artwork of the actual character. That looks pretty awesome, to be honest. And then here a nice bow, which I'm not going to read, but feel free to. Ta-da! Now, a lot of you saw a box opening where I had a mystery box. Spoiler, they saw what was in that mystery box. It was such a massive box for this. Although it is a big package, it was still surprising. So, let's crack this bad person, because I'm really not sure. I think it's a girl. Let's crack this bad person open. And we're back. Wow. Just wow. This thing is phenomenal. It's a bit speechless, to be honest. It's such a superb figure. I do have a few gripes, but they are kind of nitpicks more than anything. Just straight off the bat, get this figure. Amazing. Now, I'm going to touch here on the same point that Anthony's Custom said, is how comes Neca can release a figure like this, which is a massive figure, and I'll do a size comparison in a bit. I paid £23. Yeah, £23 posted for this. Yeah, you buy a Marvel Legend. That's just a quick size comparison. This thing has got a ton of detail, a ton of sculpt. Never going to be reused again. That's a lie. There's two variants of this. There's this one and there's a blue version. And I may get the blue one just because they're just so cool. But it's massive. It's got great size to it. And like I said, tons of articulation, tons of detail, tons of paintwork for £23. You have paintwork, 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 and then the head. That's it. The rest is sculpted flesh, sculpted plastic. Mold's been used 5 times already. Is that right? You got Hyperion, Sabertooth, Toxin, Radiation Man. Sure, there's another one. Whatever. As much as I do like this mould, I think it's a great figure. This is now like £20–30. This is 23. Just come on, Hasbro, stop taking the biscuit. Anyway, sorry, had to get out of there. It's just, I agree with Anthony so much. It's just stupid that we as comic collectors or as figure collectors pay that for these because we want them. And Neca, and Hasbro feel they can charge whatever they want. Right, just going to show you quickly. This is the insert that I couldn't really see because of the plastic was all shiny in that. And it's pretty cool. It's like blood soaked, some splat here. It's like a kind of compass thing up there. It's got some nice details, some great texture, to be honest. It's actually really nicely done. It's a shame it's just a backdrop. It would be nice if you could have had that as maybe a map or something. Because the whole thing about Diablo is roaming through dungeons and whatnot to find treasure and loot. So it would have been cool if that could have been a map or something. But it's got some great detail on it. And like I said, it's just the... that's the back of the box. Okay. Now, it only comes with the 2 accessories. The one being the base and the second is the tail. If you can count that as an accessory. You do have to plug it in, and I had to really get that in, and I'm not even sure if I've got it in there 100%, but it's there for now, and I can show you the detail. I believe mine is defective. I think I have, if I show you around the back here, I have the same arm here as I do here, so I think that should be a different arm. I'm going to check with Anthony about that, because I know he's got one. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that should be different. I don't know how well that's coming up on camera. But you can see like there's a bicep there, and there's a bicep there. There's I think it's a tricep at the back, is it? And there's a tricep there. So you can see they're both basically facing the same way. This one should ideally be facing that way. So I think that's the only problem with it so far. Apart from that, it just looks... Just... Let's have a close-up at this detail. Okay, so having a close-up at this detail, there is a ton. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the head sculpt, because this thing is just phenomenal. These are all sculpted, this like ruby effect. And this face is just absolutely menacing. And look. Hello. Split-ass Neca here with another figure review. Had to be done. Moving on. These shoulder pads just look like something else. I mean, look at it. There's like a creature living on the arm with these massive spikes and tails coming out. Like these little mouths here. Absolutely amazing. And these giant spikes at the back here. Just the paint. Look at all this like orange paint and the sculpt. We'll come to them in a minute. Let's do the front. It's got some nice like reds and yellows in here, and the chest plates. See, this is why I think it's a female, because it's got a very narrow waist and then kind of like boobs here, which I don't know. I'm thinking it's female. I honestly don't know. If someone knows, please let me know in the comments, because I haven't played Diablo 3, so I do not know. But it's so cool. Just look at all this detail. Just phenomenal. Great texture in the abs. And look at this paintwork. It's just blowing me away. Blends seamlessly with these spikes. Very black feet. It's got a very black back, actually. Some nice paint even going in the tail. All the way here. Claws over here. Just, look at these spikes. And this tail. Just look at that tail. This thing would give the Queen alien a run for its money. Cannot wait to get that thing. Has to be done now. Neca are just really just upping and upping their game constantly. Just look at this. Truly is phenomenal. Only comes with one accessory, which is the base, which is a very big but flat simple one peg, and he has a peg hole in this leg, not in that one. But it's very flat. Mine's got kind of like a little, it keeps snagging on my backdrop. So, and it says here, made in China. But it's nice, it's shimmery, it's got plenty of fingerprints on it already. But I'll give that a shine down if I want to use it. But it's nice that they include that. But as you can see, not really having any trouble getting her to stand by herself. Using the tail as prop, I don't think you could really do it without the base having the tail off the ground. Let's have a try. Come on then. Let's give it the old college try, as they say. The tail is very heavy. Oh. I need something pointy. How would I have nothing next to me? A pencil. Wow, that's a very cheap pencil, but dang it. There you go. As you can see, my lovely assistant, nothing holding her up. Now, ideally, you're going to use the tail as a prop if you're not using the base. Just can't go over this tail. It's massive. Look at that. And all these spikes, they're all soft rubber. You're not going to hurt yourself on it. And you shouldn't really cause any damage, so that's cool. But just look at that. It's got this great kind of like almost stony kind of spike at the bottom of it. And of course it's got a nice cable in it, so you can get some great bend in it. Let's go over the articulation. Now, the head is on a ball going in there and in here, so you can kind of go side to side like that, and then you can kind of go up that much, down that much, but then you can rotate, but it looks a bit weird when you rotate it. The jaw is on a hinge, so you can really open that up. I think my hinge has come a bit loose on the right there. It doesn't seem to line up just right. Top shoulders, because these things are forearms, they're on hinges. Go up that much, down that much, and you can rotate them around 360 degrees, but you kind of have to work with the spikes and everything. Now, this is a gripe. No bicep rotation. And this one is angled out this way, so if I bend you that, and this one is bent that way. So this one comes forward and this one goes out to the side. So that's a bit of a gripe. I would much prefer rotation or even an elbow joint. Anyway, you have a bend from there to there. You can rotate here, full 360 degrees, but you can't go bend as much when it's that way around. But I do actually quite like that they've done that. And then you've got hinge on the wrist here. So you can bend that right into there. Sorry, excuse me, I am losing my voice a little bit. And then there's a wrist rotation there. So on this side, same thing, but it's different angle basically. The back arms, I'm going to show you this one because that one's wrong. They're on balls actually. So there is you can rotate it around and you can go up that much, down, forward and back. There's a single bend, and then you can rotate at the elbow, but nothing in the wrist. Now this one, again, it's kind of going forward. I can't tell you what this one is because, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's faulty. For now, it's going behind her, which seems a bit redundant. There's a diaphragm joint. She can go back that far, forward that far, side to side, and of course 360 degree rounds. Something I forgot to add is the shoulders are on a double ball joint, so the ball in the shoulder pad and in the arm, so you can rotate that around like that. You can also pivot it up there, you can rotate that around like that. There is tons of things you can do with them. Okay, now the hips I believe are on Y pegs because they seem to go in at that angle, so Spartan of that, and then virtually nothing in the splits due to the sculpt of the armour of that. Bend here and a rotate here. So you can rotate around 360 degrees, you can bend from there to there. And then you have, ow, that claw sharp. Ow, that claw sharp. Same again, I rotate here, 360 degrees, and then you can bend from there to there, so plenty on that. And then on the ankle you can rotate 360 degrees, and then you can bend from there to there, so plenty in that. And then of course finally you've got a wide tail going, bending from, you can bend it from the start, but it doesn't really hold because it's so thick until you get lower down. But just phenomenal. So gripes, like I said, I wish there was some better arm articulation, if I'm honest. They're cool, but I do would have been liked the fact to be able to bring this arm round. So unless you're kind of like posing it like that, it looks a bit weird, having just this arm out to the side flailing. You know, I'm a fan of T-cut, but I can deal with these because the arm is so bulky. You're not going to really make this thing do flying kicks or high kicks or anything like that. So I can deal with the articulation. And to be honest, due to the sculpt of the armor, you're not going to get that much out of it. But, oh, look at that armor. It reminds me very much like my Devil Man. It's the only import figure I've still got. Never get rid of that guy. Devil Man. Moving on. Just phenomenal. Oh, I forgot some articulation. These bottom spikes, not top, are on hinges, so they can go out right to the back, and they can go forward. If I get this out of the way, wow, they can really go far forward. Look at that. So that's as far back as they go. If I do that, that's as far back and that's as far forward. And then of course you can rotate them down to the back like that, have them coming out to the side. You can put them all over the place. Okay, size comparison. To the top of her head, you're looking at 8¼ inches. To the top of her spikes, you're looking at about 11½ inches. Some other Neca figures. Jason, because he ride with her. That's quite cool. Just massive. A T6800 endoskeleton, I can't remember. 8-bit Batman. Oh. Love this figure. A Xenomorph, just had to be done really. Look at that. Few usual suspects. A Bucky Cap. He actually is covered up to her waist. Superior Spider-Man. They look like it's a Marvel Universe versus a Marvel Legends. Spider-Girl. And Hyperion. Okay, so final thoughts on this figure. Would I recommend her? So yes. Just yes. Without even a shadow of a doubt, yes. Definitely worth picking up. I'm definitely getting the blue one, and hope you can get a fixed one of these. I'm going to contact, or try and contact Neca. Incidentally, I've been trying to get hold of Neca because of that Robocop problem I had a while back, and I just can't seem to get a reply from them. As much as I love their figures, I feel the customer services may need a little work. If anyone has any better solutions to get in touch with Neca, please let me know, as obviously I want to get this one changed, or this arm changed at least. And I'd like to get that Robocop fixed there eventually. We shall see. But all in all, still an amazing figure, and I would recommend her 100%, even regardless I've got a faulty one. I mean, it's just a quality control issue. It's not really a major thing. It's not a fault with the figure. But if you're a fan of Diablo whatsoever, or even a fan of creatures, get this. Just such a phenomenally painted, sculpted, articulated, just really, really well done figure. Anyway guys, that's my review. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it, and it's been an experience and a great trip down memory lane. Although Diablo didn't look anything like this in the first game, still nostalgia has kicked in, and I've really enjoyed doing this review. If you have enjoyed this video, please, as per usual guys, drop me a like down below. Please leave any comments you'd like to add about this figure or my channel. If you'd like to contact me, please contact me via my Facebook group. There is a link in the description below. And as per usual guys, thanks for watching, keep collecting, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.